It has not stopped raining. Sometimes I can see the kids if the neighbors come by. Usually I just look away from the windows as to avoid any eye contact because they scare me. They always had this screamy, entitled attitude, constantly crying for their parents. Although the parents were pretty neglectful, they would get furious when something happened to their kids. I guess they just wanted a reason to be angry. Sometimes their dog comes by too. It's a disheveled dachshund that is barely skin and bones, with relatively long brown fur and always twigs or leaves stuck in it. God, I swear this beast haunts me in my deepest nightmares. I once made the mistake of trying to pet it. That was years ago. The uncontrollable thing just up and bit me, and a week later, the bite mark got infected too. Maybe that contributed to my general fear of dogs. On rare occasions, I can observe small animals like squirrels or swallows in my garden. The swallows are always in the bird bath. They look so tranquil, and I enjoy watching them. Sightings of squirrels are rare, though they mostly hang out in the trees further downhill. It looks so idyllic, especially with the little river right beside them. Spotting a fish is much more common, and I think I can recognize some of them by now. The beautiful view is, however, ruined by the large fire truck in the garden of another neighbor, which lays right across from mine actually. He was an elderly man, and when the rain started, his basement was flooded. I must say though, he still lived in a really old house, and that is why there was no drainage built into the cellar. The fireman came, found his body there too. It was a shame he drowned in such a painful way. It is almost midnight now, and more bodies start floating past my window. It was about now that I had realized that the kids were caught on the power line, which had fallen to the ground, or else the current would have taken them further into the dark abyss that is the city center. Their dog had started to fall apart, and pieces of it were flushed down the street. A large red fish was moving through my patio and bumped into all sorts of gardening tools I left outside. By now, the water extends probably a few 10 meters into the sky, or at least that's what I think. The outside is very dark, and I can only see a few meters before it gets too dark. Though I am lucky that I live in a large flat with a chimney, or else I would not have any access to oxygen. The people in the apartment above me have presumably committed suicide a long time ago, but I am certain the catastrophe will end sometime. It has been a few hours. The windows are making weird noises. Water has started pouring in through the chimney, and I have clogged it up with towels and construction foam. I doubt it will stay clogged for long, so I started writing this on my laptop. My only method of charging it was by attaching the battery to my ergometer, and I don't have a lot of energy left. I hope someone out there finds this message and lives to tell my story. My name is Nicholas C. Marshall, and I have survived 2 years in the flood. It has not stopped raining. I am scared.